everybody. Sorry about our other episode. We had some problems because you couldn't hear us even though it said the microphone was on. The microphone was off. So
if you tuned in last week, you saw Isaac laughing for jokes you couldn't hear and explaining things that you couldn't understand because our microphone wasn't on even though it showed that it was on. So here we are.
In a special episode.
In a special episode that we're calling...
Old School Cool.
Old School Cool. And you'll see why in just a second if Isaac presses continue to continue. What? No controller pack? What? What kind of game uses a controller pack? Well, a game produced by Electronic Arts. Yes, Hot Wheels Turbo Racing on the N64. Here goes Isaac. Here he is. All right, everybody. The controller voted the most ridiculous in video game controller history. The N64 controller. And there's Isaac not going, probably because he can't figure out which button on the confusing controller is the button to press. And here he is, going up around the song we can't sing. So, Isaac, what is it you like about playing the old school games when we play Old School Cool?
Well, I'm probably going to be in last place, so you probably don't want to watch this.
So what's your favorite part about playing the old school games?
Oh, it's just because they're old school, that's all.
You like old school games simply because they are old school, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So which controller do you like using better? The controller for the N64 or the controller for our next-gen consoles?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, you gotta give the N64 controller credit. It was a pretty revolutionary controller for its day. Came with a directional pad and a joystick. For those of you who can't tell because the graphics are from 1999, that was a rock face on the side of a mountain. Here we go, and around and around and down and around and around and down and up and over and through. Oh man, Isaac, you weren't even born yet, but I remember when this system came out and everybody thought these graphics were just so awesome compared to what we had seen on systems like the Super Nintendo, the Sega, and especially the original Nintendo. Isaac has managed to change his view.
Epic. Sorry.
Isaac is showing off the awesome use of physics with the 1999 Hot Wheels physics engine. Now we're back to now we're looking at the car as Isaac attempts to go through a loop-de-loop as slow as possible. But thanks to the awesome physics of 1999, instead of just falling out of the loop as gravity would dictate, Isaac will actually just slowly roll back down a hill from being upside down. And here we go again. Isaac has built some turbo, but who knows how to use it because the buttons don't make any sense on a controller that just feels weird in your hand. For some reason, Isaac exploded at the end of the track without any good reason. Back to being exploded at the end of the track. I think I just saw a UFO go flying by. Oh. All right. If you folks at home are confused, don't worry, so am I, and I'm right here watching what he's doing. One thing's for sure, trying to kick it old school is always fun and exciting and full of a bunch of laughs for Isaac. And for those of you from my generation, you might recognize the technique we're using today. The technique made famous, the technique called Holding your camera up to the TV to record what's on television. Holding your camera up to the TV to record what's on television for people who didn't know how to work their VCRs. And now that VCRs don't exist, we're back to once again having to hold our camera up to the TV to record anything that doesn't have its own built-in share button. Interestingly, the internet did exist back in 1999 when this game was made. But it would be a few more years before Nintendo would allow access. I believe it was one of the handheld systems, one of Nintendo's handheld systems that first allowed you access to the internet, to be able to make purchases from the store, and then the Wii came along and allowed the same functionality. But back then, back in 1999 when this game was made, if you wanted to put a video of you playing this game on the internet, you needed someone to hold the camera at the TV screen.
You guys very confused. Now I'm here now. No.
The problem with holding the camera at your TV screen is that you have to actually hold the camera at your TV screen, which means my hands are getting sore. So we're probably only going to finish watching Isaac play this game for a few more minutes, and then next week we'll use a game system more conducive to streaming without having to hold your camera at the TV.
Yeah, next week we're probably gonna...
Oh my goodness, I don't know what you're doing, but watching it on the camera through the TV is making me nauseous. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. It doesn't help that the camera keeps trying to autofocus on all the movement. There we go. There we go. Here we go. There we go. There we now. Up, down, up. Checkpoint. Are you even in a race anymore? You were in a race. Now I see no race numbers. No lap, whatever of whatever. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Well, that's the end of our show. Wait, no.
Look, kids, it looks just like you're racing a real Hot Wheels race car on a real Hot Wheels race track. Because everything on the N64 looked like it was made out of plastic. So, Hot Wheels, of course, fit right in. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 8 minutes of me holding the camera. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Isaac's not even racing anymore. There's no lap counter. Nobody even knows what's going on. So I think we're forced to conclude that, well, that's the middle of our show. 8 more minutes of this, folks. You're halfway there. No, wait, no. That's the end of our show. We're going to say goodnight. We're going to see how many more times my finger's going to get in the shot. Oh, fingers blocking the shot since fingers. Fingers brought to you by hands. Oh, where's your car? You can't see it. All you see is my finger. Squish you. Squish you. Oh, no, it looks like my finger is racing down the track. Fingers racing down Hot Wheels tracks since fingers in front of the camera. Get your car out of the way. It's got to look like my fingers drive it now. Yeah, my finger's really good at Hot Wheels, everybody. Check that out. You thought Isaac had game playing skills. I made my finger look like it's racing on a racetrack. And that's what everybody wanted to see. My finger racing on a racetrack. Well, now that I've made your wishes come true, we're going to say goodnight, everybody. Isaac, say goodnight. Good night from Isaac. I'm Isaac and I sound just like him, so you know it's me. Join us next time for whatever the heck we decide to play on the next exciting edition of the Video Game Show.
Yeah, next time we're going to play Super Nintendo.